and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon D&D Ice. I'll skip the pleasantries and we'll go on to what happened last time. So, as I remove the chat here, Quill, or Fire Alley will do that for me. What happened last episode?
All right. We'll be doing this from Sabrina's point of view. And,
Okay.
all right. I can't believe everything went so wrong so fast. And I can't believe I'm the one who made it that way. The Queen has 2 more seals, and it's all my fault. We have the bomb back, and Liza's free from Queen's control, but the damage that's been done to our relationship with Apollo is practically irreversible. I hope Liza values her freedom. It cost us so much. I still try to convince us that the wish is just a myth, but it could just as well be real. No one knows for sure. At this point, the best thing we can do is get the Staff of Power in the Mage Tower and take it somewhere Queen can't get it. Speaking of the Mage Tower, apparently Havarigal is floating in the sky close to it. Apparently Pandora and a bunch of her allies known as the Great Worms went there to fight Krya. She also said Krya was a legendary Pokemon and she was going to deal with her. That in of it itself sounds odd considering Nero's apparently trying to resurrect Krya, but his whole life purpose is to kill legendary Pokemon. Something's off. That aside, the Great Worms have a job to do and need us to help them regain their former power through the Dragon Rite, a fight to the death. During the rite, a dragon gets more powerful each time it dies. We'll have our work cut out for us with that one, especially since we're going to have to get the red dragon from Abolition somehow, and find Trix. He and the Dragon Rite are on the other side of the wall. Apollo's forbidden us from using the gate, so our only option is to use the MDRA's teleportation network, which is still graciously offered to let us use, as long as we clear out the area in the frozen forest surrounding the teleportation circle of threats. Sigurd, being Sigurd, has refused to help. Fine, we'll do it without him.
Excellent. That's a pretty good recap. Take your inspo. All right. All right. So I believe you settled down to bed after arguing, and we will bring you to the morning, where you all wake up in your abode with a Pikachu lying in a pile of gold. What do you guys wish to do now?
I mean, unless Sigurd wants to give us a pep talk, we're probably just gonna go.
He's very much awake, but he's not saying anything or looking at the three of you.
Silent treatment.
I mean, what is there to say?
Yep.
Don't die.
Oh,
Maybe.
no plan on it. I guess Sabrina's just going to get all of her stuff together.
Okay.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, and one more thing, the MVP. And I think that was for Aiden for the heart-to-heart with his father. Oh, let me double check here.
Is that back to back then, or am I? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
it's Aiden. Yeah, so you can add 1 luck point to your total. So that's
Right.
2 now, I guess you have. But yeah, you wake up, you begin to head out. Are all of you just gonna leave Pandora and Sigurd back there?
Yeah.
I mean, if neither of the other two are really saying anything, I guess that's what's going on.
All right, you leave the door. Or you leave and shut the door behind you, leaving the two dragons behind. Sigurd, the Pikachu turns to you and says, "Well, what should we do? I mean, all I could really think of last time was flipping the beds over. It wasn't really one of my greatest, but
What, isn't like pull a prank?
yeah, maybe we should like write something on the wall. What can really get to them?"
He sighs, probably rolls over in his bed to face Pandora and just like, hey, I don't think they'd care
Oh,
no matter what.
it's for my own personal satisfaction. I don't care if they care or not.
Hmm.
I certainly do, though.
Hmm. Kind of thinks for a moment.
Is there any way to fill up the room with water and then it'll all come cascading out as soon as they open the door?
I'd rather not. I'd rather have a place to sleep for the next couple days.
Well, when they come back.
Hmm. Well, I'm not very magically inclined or anything. That would all have to be done by hand.
Mm,
And I'm not really. Well, it's not like I really want to bother with that.
well,
Sorry, but
I'll think of something. I think we have a lot of time.
seems like it.
All right. We're gonna go back to the party at hand then. Where are you going?
Probably reporting to Estelle to get on that task.
All right.
Mhm.
You go to her door, knock on it. It seems like she's just waking up, and she lets you in with a yawn. And she says, "Oh, what is it you need today?"
We were gonna go to the frozen forest and clear out the area.
Oh, right. You offered that, or I offered you, and yeah. We can do that. I just have to negotiate with Alabaster, and we'll take you there, and it'll be a um, just She looks to you, Sinbad. Just make sure you just try to apologize to him, and hold your tongue.
If I give him a platinum piece, will that count?
I'm sure he'll like that, but he it's his pride that I think you wounded.
Yeah, I'll think of something.
Okay. Well, you should maybe shop if you need anything. We can provide what we can provide for you is actually another option besides the potions and the spell scroll. We can give you an elemental gem. What that will do is summon an elemental to aid you in battle. Would you like one of those?
Yeah, actually, that'd be useful.
Or the spell scrolls and the potions. You can have one of each, but we can only give you one of the elemental gems.
So, elemental gem or the scrolls, or like
Yes,
one
yes.
elemental gem only?
One elemental gem, or you can take the scrolls and potions.
Oh, okay.
Given we're going to be down a party member, we might need that elemental.
Yeah.
All right. I'll have it prepared for you when we get there. Is there any specific one you want? We cannot get the fire one, though. It can only be
We could
air.
use air, electric.
We only have air, water, and earth.
What do you think, guys?
The
We're
fire
probably
one.
going to...
The fire one's inert.
This is hard. This requires, like, meta-knowledge. We're going to need something that has Constitution to cover for and HP to cover.
You need a sturdy one? The earth one could probably do that for you.
Yeah, well, do that one then.
All right. So you'll get a gem of an earth gem, and what that'll do is it just summons an earth elemental, and I'll give you the stat block for that. Good. It has its on D&D Beyond. All right. So all you do is you just smash the gem, and it'll summon it.
Okay. Requires an action?
Yeah.
And how long does it last?
It lasts an hour.
Okay.
All right. Just give us an hour, and we should be ready to go. So you can
All
make
right.
preparations.
Okay. We should probably make sure we're stocked up on potions that we'll need, guys.
Right.
I mean, I'm looking pretty good on the potion front, unless we want to get more wacky ones.
How many healing potions do we have?
I still got one basic one, 6 greater.
Oh, we've got plenty then, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, the superior ones are always helpful.
What
I've got
about
2.
the superiorest one? He winks. Or do we leave that one with Sigurd?
What are you
we-
talking about?
Oh,
Oh, the filter? No, I still have that one. But we're not using it, so...
can't help but feel like we want to grab something. This is mostly just me kind of looking over my inventory. I think what I've got is fine.
I mean, unless we want to go get a maximum power potion for a juicy fireball. Because I don't really see any other ones really being all that useful to us. Yeah, or resistance potions if you want that, but other than that, I think we're good.
I mean, the hill strength could be, hill giant strength could be very useful.
Especially for our team of weaklings.
Yeah.
Well, only one of us is going to be in melee.
Again, it's only 500 gold. It's not that bad.
Actually, it doesn't say how long the hill giant strength lasts. I imagine it's
1
for an
hour.
hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 1 hour.
Okay.
The other ones are like 23 strength and 25 strength. But I think 21 is a good spot.
We could get a fire breathing potion just to come back and show it off to Pandora.
Well, I think I'm gonna at least pick up the hill giant strength potion.
Okay.
Just deduct that from my platinum.
You're actually visiting Charles to go see this.
Yeah. Is the elixir of health really 1,200, or is that a typo?
That is really 1,200.
Okay.
Any disease and pretty much all status conditions.
Yeah, that's why. That
Yeah.
includes exhaustion.
Ah. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Well, I'm definitely grabbing the hill giant. I don't know if anyone else is grabbing anything.
Do y'all have your soul stones?
Oh,
Stones.
right.
Yeah, the stones that last for a week.
What the heck?
Suppose
Oh,
we
right.
could get the
I-
daily ones.
That kind of soul. I
Yeah.
actually don't have one. I'd better go pick one up.
Oh dear. Yeah, I might as well do the same. It's a week.
Yeah. Do we still have our Heliolisk blessings, or did those run out?
There's still 15 days left.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
never mind then.
I'm still just gonna grab the soul stone just to have them. Preparedness.
And the
Yeah.
Helios blessing is +5.
Yeah.
Magical.
Are you attuned to that the ice tiara thing? Anyone?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Does anyone have an open attunement slot though?
I can have one.
I don't. Or wait.
Because
Actually, I do have an open slot, don't
You want to become a super ice lizard?
I? I don't even know what the stat block on that was.
it's basically
Boots
boost.
of the Winterland.
Yeah, except instead of the tolerate temperatures, it's just -5 and it's magical. And you ignore
Yeah.
difficult terrain, and you have resistance to cold damage, which you kind of already do.
Yeah, I don't think that would stack.
Yeah.
I guess worth putting on Sabrina then.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I have fire shield, so we'll all have cold resistance if we do that.
Okay.
Okay, picking up. I guess I'll just pick up 4 soul stones as a safety precaution.
Okay.
Nice D. Oh, joy, math.
Okay, so the ice tiara is ignore difficult terrain and I get a +5 bonus to the
To the
ice
checks,
check
yeah.
and cold resistance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's put a note on mine with Bree in case I ever get it back. And I think we're good.
Okay.
Strength. Yep.
So, you're just gonna wait out the hour somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You wait out an hour, and you go back to Estelle's place, and she seems ready to go. She's all dressed up and says, "Well, gotta make this look as can't make this look really conspicuous. So just follow me to the potion shop."
Okay.
Yep.
All right, and we're gonna go back to Sigurd and possibly Pandora for the last time. And she says, "So tell me, why aren't you going with them?"
Well, I mean, I already explained. They're they're going to go kill a bunch of Pokemon for no reason other than, well, they're in the way. They're a, they're a bother. And that I just can't follow through with that. I
Well,
I
from the sounds of it, they were getting things done. And I see no problem crushing fools in your way. I had no problem dispatching those ice things in our way.
he he kind of looks down. Even then, every time I see one of those uh, cultists shatter like that, I can't imagine what that would feel like. I it's it it weighs on me even then. And so
I think you're
I
way too soft.
soft.
Yes. Do I need to repeat myself?
I, what about this is soft? I understand what I understand the position that we're in, and I understand that lives will be lost. But I mean, just going about it, killing for, well, no reason other than they're in the way. That's it. That's the only reason. Their crime is existence, and for that, they've decided death is an appropriate punishment.
Well, I think if they're getting rid of something that doesn't offer anything,
For anything,
yes, offer anything. I've seen those wayward beasts. I had a few tangles with them. And it's probably going to disappoint you to when I tell you what I did to them.
he just kind of looks down for a moment, pauses. And then after a moment, he looks back up. Uh, Pandora, uh, let me ask you something.
What?
Have you ever watched someone you love die right in front of you?
Well, the thing is, we great worms don't have families like you do. We don't have brothers or sisters or fathers or mothers. So,
But you have each other.
yes, you can say that.
How would you feel if one of them were to, well, not come back one day?
I'd be angry.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd search for vengeance. Crush the fool who did it.
Right. All right. He kind of turns back over. Thanks.
Well, let me ask you a question then. What if they don't come back?
Well,
How are you going to feel?
well,
Knowing you
I
just sat here in a room doing nothing.
I'm going to feel awful. And I it's gonna hurt so damn much. But I it hurt just as much if I had to sit there and watch as someone put, well, a missile to the head of something unconscious on the ground. Innocent. I couldn't do anything about it.
I wouldn't call them innocent. I wouldn't call them malicious, but fair enough. I really don't understand you, Pokemon. Back then, it was survival of the fittest.
Well, it's not that anymore. And it doesn't have to be that here. But, well, like I said, they've decided that that Bree decided that these Pokemon are, well, they're deserving of death for the simple issue or the simple crime of being in the way. And I just can't ascribe to that. I can't support that. I can't defend that.
Okay. Well, I guess all you can do then is sit in a room when...
Nothing at all.
Sounds like a productive life. She just kind of sprawls back on her gold. All right. And we'll, if you don't have anything else to say, we will cut back to the party, and I think you might take a bow out now.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So I'm sure you'll be in the chat with the the others. But
Yeah.
we will now go to the party.
Y'all have fun. Don't die.
If we do, it's your
Easy.
fault.
Good.
Oh,
Dramatic. Poetic.
An hour passes, and oh, you already did this, yes. And you are on the way to Alabaster's, and you kind of go in single file. And Alabaster himself shows up. It's like, "Hello, welcome to Alabaster, the mag," and he sees Sinbad, and then he just the very jovial Kecleon kind of just like crosses his arms.
I apologize if I was unreasonable before. I will say that your products are top notch, and I use them on a daily basis. And he kind of like takes his hat off and like bows to him with it, and then puts it back on because underneath he has the white bandana, which is ugly.
Well, let me tell you, Buckarino, you insulted my business, accused me of I forget what you even accused me of having something in the back, when that simply is not going on. By the way, Alabaster, we need to go in the back to go see, Oh, right away. I'm keeping my eye on you. He begins taking you to the back. There is a small hallway that goes into a door. That then leads to a staircase that goes kind of doubles back on itself as you go down to a basement. Down in the basement, there is another door which leads to a small square room with this circle in chalk with this pentacle in the middle of it, and the chalk actually looks very luminescent, and it kind of, there's kind of this thrum as you open the room. There you go, Estelle. Are you're taking these 4 with you? Yes. Yeah, they're in my charge right now. So you can go back up to the shop. I'll handle things here. He kind of gives you a glare again, Sinbad, as he walks up. Okay, you 3. May I mention, where's Sigurd?
He refuses to kill any ferals, so he won't be coming with us.
Well, we don't need you to kill them. If that's what it takes, yeah, sure, but yeah, that's not necessary if he doesn't want to do that.
There was a lot of talking last night, and we're concerned about the ferals coming back. So.
Oh, yes, that's what we're doing on the mission. We're making sure they don't come back. This is not... It would take forever if you were just routing a bunch of ferals out of the forest. What we're doing is setting up a barrier around the keep we were able to fortify. And yes, we probably have to get rid of the ones inside the barrier. But the whole forest, that would take forever.
Well, it would have been helpful to know that, but assuming there are some still inside the barrier, they'll need to be dealt with.
Yes. Well, we at the MDRA can probably deal with them, but if you guys want to, I'll say if you do deal with them, we'll give you 100 gold per Pokemon. If you do eliminate them, you can route them off too.
She looks at the others and says, do we want to go back and try to get Sigurd back in on this?
No.
I don't know.
Well, it sounds like we're going without him then.
Okay. Are you... Is anyone carrying anything metal? Any
more
metal
like-
teeth?
Yes.
Any what?
Any metal teeth?
No metal body parts, but I'm sure we have plenty of metal on our persons.
Okay, that should be fine. Just as long as you're not... just as long as it's not inside. It shouldn't... During the teleportation process, things could end up ugly on the other side if we're not careful.
What?
Oh, never mind. It'll be fine. So all you need to do is stand in the middle of that circle, you 3.
All right.
All right. I will not be going with you, but there should be a few Pokemon there. I've notified them that you might be helping them. Do you have any other questions before I send you?
Aiden just looks to the other 2.
None that I can think of.
So, do we place down the barrier points, or?
Professor Waffles will brief you when you get there.
Okay. Then on this side, we should be all good.
Okay. Then I shall send you on your way. You see Estelle pull out a scroll, and she begins reading off of it. And it's almost like the way this happens is it's kind of like Tron, where you just kind of like you're turned into a grid, and then the particles just begin to get like derezzed. Some of you like it happens to like some of you a little earlier than others, so you see this horrifying sight of like someone being like deconstructed partically, and everything goes black, and you end up in a very familiar place, Aiden and Sinbad. You are in that large throne room of that ice castle you fought that creature in. But littered throughout, all the flowers seem to be gone, plucked, gone, and there are several crates littering the sides of the room. There's lab tables set up with you see pieces of the meteor kind of held aloft inside of these test tubes, and there's a bunch of contraptions all over, all over the tables. There's parchments all over the ground and on the table. You see several, actually more like a handful, I won't say several, Pokemon at these tables. But as your bodies are all put back together, and it's the exact same way, except you're being put back together this time, you see a Shellos before you, a red Shellos before you. And then she says to you, "Oh, you must be the adventurers Estelle told me about."
Sabrina nods.
Before
Yes.
anything, Aiden is making sure he still has all his limbs.
Yeah, you check. It seems like you got up from a really long nap, so it feels like your body's kind of like cracking, and all the joints are, it's like almost every joint in your body just makes like.
Ugh. Wait, that's magic.
Oh yes, the teleportation magic, it deconstructs your body from every atom and puts it back together. So you're kind of stiff right now, I'm guessing.
A little
Very.
bit.
Yeah, you could just shake it off, do a few stretches. You might want to do that actually, because you could really hurt your neck. You don't want that. Oh, I am Professor Waffles, by the way. Pleasure to meet you.
Hello. I'm
Good to meet you.
Sabrina. This is my brother Seb.
And who is this little one?
Aiden.
Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you. Well, shall I skip the formalities? You were here to solve some of our problems we've been having.
Yes. We initially thought we were going to have to exterminate a bunch of Pokemon, but it seems that may not necessarily be the case.
No, what we need is for you to set up a few. Basically, if we want to go to the map right now, if you're already on it.
There they are.
You are in the forest right now. So what we need you to do is we need you to set up a barrier force around, in a triangular position around this fortress we've fortified. I've heard you guys helped us do that.
Yeah, we can do that.
What this
Definitely
barrier
works.
will do was make sure none of those wild feral Pokemon get through, and we can continue our research from this position unprovoked, and also to just maybe make sure any adventurers don't make their way here too. It's supposed to be a secret we're here, so I would respect if you kept that a secret.
Yes, don't worry. The one who doesn't do secrets isn't with us right now.
Well, that's good. So all we need you to do is, this might take a few days too, but you must go into position and the north quadrant, the west quadrant, and east quadrant, and set up these. She like rushes over and pulls out these three kind of rods. Need to pitch one of these into each of those quadrants. Very simple.
It does sound easy enough.
We would do it, but well, there's a high concentration of aether in the forest right now, and it has caused some really nasties to appear. If you want to dispatch them, you're free to do that, but we just need you to run them off. We're going to dispatch the ones that remain inside the perimeter. Afterwards, you don't have to do that. But they
So,
may disturb you while you're setting up the barrier.
is this barrier a one way where you can leave and not return, or does it work only on the ferals, or is it two ways where you cannot leave or enter?
Only mages from the MDRA can go through the barrier with, she shows the looplet with one of these. So just make sure you're in the inside of it when you set it up. You only have to really worry about that with the last one.
All right, noted.
It should take about 20 seconds, give or take, to put it in. You just simply drive it in the ground as far as you can. You can use primitive tools like hammers. If you need.
I've got all those sorts of things. So that shouldn't be a problem.
Yes, that's really all we have. You can rest here as much as you want. I think that's it.
You mentioned... I do have a question, though. You mentioned that these baddies were coming from the Aether?
Oh, no, Aether. That's the name the MDRA has given the meteor.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Huh.
It's probably not been used by anyone on the outside very much, so.
All right, and you said that these, we'll call them ferals, are coming from it, or it's summoning them here? Where exactly do they come from? Do you know?
There is a high concentration of it in this forest, and that has mutated them, for lack of a better word. But it also has caused a lot of fascinating anomalies. We have one of our professors down in the basement of this place investigating that planar mirror.
Planar mirror.
Yes.
So there's a high concentration of the meteorite fragments about the forest? Or...
Yes. That makes it a perfect... this makes this a very ideal spot for us.
Huh.
Once we're done here, do you mind if we have a look? If I have a look at that mirror?
One of our professors is currently looking at it right now. It seems to be cracked on the other side, and he is looking how to fix it.
Okay, well, like I said, maybe after we're done here. Like you said, this could take a while.
Yeah, you can look at it anytime you want.
All right.
She looks at the boys and says,
Are you guys ready to get started?
I think I better...
Yeah. Has there been any more run-ins with the white Vulpix or the snow runt?
We haven't. We've mostly stayed inside, and we've repelled any of the ferals that have gotten near. We haven't seen anything like that.
I wonder what happened to them.
Yeah, well, hopefully they're on the outside of the barrier.
We did kind of run into a bunch of them when we were first clearing this place out.
Well, we shouldn't have to worry about them once the barrier is up.
Right.
And we can also get into cultivating that flower for a resistance to the cold. This is where it grows, and it is another reason this is a very ideal spot.
Sinbad nods.
Well, I guess if you don't have anything else for us, we will get started.
Yes. Yeah, you can head right out and start.
All right.
Yep.
All right, you're just gonna leave this place?
Is there anything interesting around? I let's see.
So
Well-
there's all these tables and just a bunch of
Yeah,
MDR
There's a bunch of
MDR
researchers at the tables, and they seem to be unpacking stuff. A lot of it is unpacked, but they still kind of got a lot of work to do.
All right, so it doesn't look like they've got any experiments or anything set up.
No.
Okay.
So mostly it's just they're still moving in.
Yeah.
All right.
If the layout of this place is just basically this big throne room with the stairs that lead to the basement downstairs, and then the foyer to the doors outside.
Right. I kind of remember the layout then.
Okay. So you leave the headquarters, and you are now in a garden that you remember that leads to kind of a bridge outside that goes into the forest. And I guess the layout of the garden too is a lot of the garden has been a lot of the flowers have been removed. Actually, you notice, but you remember a lot of the flowers were not the one that they were looking for, but they seem to have done it anyway. There's a boat kind of roped to the frozen river below, and that's what you see.
Is there anything in the boat?
How close are you getting to it?
That's a scary question. Bree will probably just look down into it as we're crossing the bridge. You said it was tied by the bridge, right?
It's tied to a tree,
It's tied to a tree. Okay.
but it's below the bridge, yes.
She's just gonna kind of look down into it as we cross over the bridge, assuming we're crossing it.
All right,
Yeah,
then do a perception check.
Okay.
Mind control flower.
No.
11.
There is something in it. You can't quite make it out, though.
Can I use my spyglass?
Sure.
Okay.
There is a parchment of paper. Looks kind
Okay,
of...
how far-
It's browned and weathered.
All right. How far away is it from us?
It's about
Currently.
15 feet down, and so it's about 30 feet away.
All right. She's gonna mage hand and grab the paper and try to bring it back up to herself.
Okay, yeah. You grab the paper, and there's kind of this slightly folded parchment now in your grasp.
All right, she's gonna open it up and have a look at it.
It's in another language.
Huh.
All
Do you
right.
understand ice type?
No, I only understand fire, psychic, and fairy, and common.
Okay.
Well, that's something to have someone look at. You guys don't understand the ice language, do you?
No.
No, but I'm pretty sure that paper's been here a long time. All right, this boat was here last time too.
All right. Well, we'll have someone look at it when we get the chance.
Okay. Which point do you want to head to first?
I'm like, I mean, we could go north.
They're all the same distance away, though some are closer to the edge of the forest.
Right. That's what I'm seeing.
I'm like, do the hard one first.
So the center of the forest, north.
You're going to north?
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Then I want the three of you to do survival checks. Oh, and we're going to do the weather, too.
Oh dear.
The weather returns.
It's quite warm.
I think we just all auto pass that, don't we?
Yeah.
Survival.
So, you can use... Yeah, it'll be survival to get there.
Okay.
10.
It's thinking. Nice parts of you're scaring me.
It's thinking about you. Nice natural one. Do we want to luck that?
We
That
might.
is the question.
Hold on, I'm just gonna. Hey, Maiden, Parch is freaking out. Can I have some help here? Thank you. 12.
So 10, 5, and 12. All right. What pace are you going?
Probably the normal pace.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably just normal.
I think we should actually go slow.
Really?
But we'll get there in one go like this.
Oh yeah, but
It is
Bree
a-
hasn't been in this forest before, but she knows that there's some nasty stuff in here. So she wants to go. She kind of wants to go slow so that we're also down one party member, and we only have one of those elemental stones. So
I guess that's fair.
Okay, keep in mind you will need to you would need to camp for the night if you're going to go slow.
I mean,
okay,
we'll
that
have to.
kind of changes things.
Because this is
Yeah.
still according to the hex rules right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'd have to park at the barrier point anyway.
I mean, if we got there at a normal pace, we'd have what, the 2 left? 'Cause that's 4.
I thought we could only move 2 hexes at a normal pace.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so either way, we'd have to end up camping out. Just
If
that
we
it's-
wanted to get it done in one day, we would have to be moving at fast speed.
Hmm.
All right, so I guess we're going normal then.
Yeah.
Okay, normal.
Okay. Let me just see something here.
You have Leo's tiny house, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go through the forest, and it kind of occurs to you, you don't really know where you are in the forest right now.
Oh. Crud.
Okay. Can we see the sun?
No, the canopy of in this forest is kind of
Blocking it all out.
blocking it all, and it's kind of this luminescent.
All right, all we gotta do is find the moss.
Always grows on the north side of the tree.
Yes.
All right, do a survival check to find that.
We're finding moss.
All right.
22.
You have to like move around some snow, but you do eventually find north is up on the map.
Okay.
The problem is we don't know where we are.
And we just retrace our steps. It's not like we're water walking.
Yes, you do have footsteps. So
Were we heading in the general direction that we found the moss on?
you were still heading in that same direction. It seems like you're on course still.
Okay. So it looks like we can just keep going the way we were going then.
Okay, so let's also remembering this from last time. Oh right, I should have had Mechagros doing that. He might be a bit loud though if we do this. So I could just have him try to leave large footprints.
Well, we have our own.
Yeah, but what about getting back?
We still have our own.
I mean, if we want something easy to see. If you guys think we're good with just our own.
I think we are. I don't think we want to draw any attention to ourselves. Though it would be useful to have Mechagros in combat in a form where he'd be useful in combat.
Right.
Maybe once we get to the location, you can set him up like that.
Mm-hmm. He's still just in his crossbow form, isn't he?
I think
All
you
right.
should pull
Okay,
that.
so we're continuing, Crow.
All right. So you continue onward, and since you kind of found your way back on track, you end up in what you think is the right position, the right quadrant, but it seems to have gotten late while you were traveling.
Okay.
Do we want to set this up now or in the morning?
I want you all to roll d8s.
I'm like, do it now.
7.
7.
8. Oh my gosh.
Ugh.
You.
Nice,
did
why?
it.
Come on.
We
Look,
could have
man,
had
poster's
the,
still not working.
could have had the lottery.
Okay. What do you want to do here?
You said it's late, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I think what we should do is Bree can set up a tiny hut on the spot, and then we can get the thing in place and then sleepy.
Huh.
Put it inside the tiny hut, then remove the tiny hut. I think that should work.
All
At
right.
least for this one.
Who's going to put it in?
I guess Sinbad.
All right.
Well, if Mechagros is stronger than any of us, right?
I mean, he should be.
Because if you set him up as in his normal form while we're in the tiny hut, he can just.
He should already be in his normal form.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's got a strength of 14.
Oh, that's stronger than any of us.
No, I'm on his level.
Oh, really?
Oh.
At least if it requires an ability check.
I want everyone to do a perception check.
Does Microgross count for this one, or not
17.
really passive?
It's not really passive.
I got a natural 20.
Okay, well,
Get another natural 1.
Okay,
please.
I'm gonna load up the map just because you did
Perception.
pretty
I did
good.
it. Ah. I love this command.
You can see exactly what's.
Oh my gosh. 4.
All right. So let's get you guys in here. Boop. 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 And bop. What did you get, Aiden?
A perception of 4.
Sinbad and Sabrina, you can sense something is watching you from all sides.
Ah, the spiders. They're back.
Sinbad, you feel you can see something moving up here and up here and up here. You hear sounds coming from the forest.
What spiders are you talking about? I didn't see anything.
You know they're out here. We literally let most of them live last time.
And Sinbad, there's another thing too. You see a figure standing really still right by this tree here. 2 of them.
Are they Vulpix?
Since you got a 20, they look like ice carvings of Pokemon. A Breloom and a Nidorino.
I don't like this.
What? They're not attacking yet, are they?
No, but I don't think that the barrier will help us much. And I also don't think that putting up a tent would be a good idea either, because they'll just surround and wait.
I still don't see what you guys are talking about.
Well, there's movement over there, and over there, Aiden.
Because at this point, he's probably spotted him since he's just following the line. Oh. What do we do?
Does Bree see these statue things, or is that just a Sid thing?
You see them, you just can't tell what they are.
Okay.
Hello?
There are
Hello
ice
there?
Pokemon. Either they used to be alive and now they are no longer with us, or they're part of the Nero Brigade and they're about to come to life with an ice shard. Or with an ether shard, as our friends call them.
Well, we're not being attacked, so guess she said just try to have Mechagross start putting one of the beacons in the ground.
I'm going to have Sinbad ready to cast Fairy Fire at the first thing that makes an attack at him.
Okay. As Mechagross goes out to put in the beacon, two figures start approaching you. They look like these bipedal lizard-like Pokemon with ice shards sticking out of their backs, and their gaze as they look at you, it lights up with this cerulean turquoise light that makes your whole body chill. Roll initiative.
For a second, I thought that was the Fairy Fire.
But yeah, you're gonna do that. There's two of them. Is there like? I lost the other one. Oh, it's right there. I forgot the bot.
Okay. Ah. No, 16.
18. Haha.
All right.
Oh, they're big.
They got, what's their dex? Minus right there. And what does the big guy get? Oh wow. 9999. All right. So your fairy fire is going to go off on one of them, Sinbad. Also, as this is happening too, you see this large, lumbering insectoid Pokemon come through with this. It's translucent, like prismatic shell. Just it makes your eyes avert by just how maddening the colors make your mind go all muddled. Which one do you want to cast fairy fire at, Sinbad? I'll give this as a surprise thing, so you can still do an action afterwards.
I'm thinking the Gausleo pod.
All right, a wisdom saving throw.
Dex.
Dex. I believe that's 11, so you beat it. He's glowing.
Even more so.
All right.
He's glowing the glows.
So Sinbad, what are you doing?
With him all illuminated like that, I'm going to cast a second level chromatic orb at him.
All right, make an attack roll with advantage.
All right, here we go. Let's see. 14 plus 8 is 21.
21 hits. Wait. Before you do anything, do a charisma saving throw. Before you even cast that spell.
I mean, in theory, I'm good at these. 21 again.
Okay, never mind. You're good. Yeah, you hit him. Do damage.
All right, and it's going to be fire damage.
Okay.
In case it's the good stuff.
Oh, wow.
25.
Nice.
Isn't that 4d6?
Like fireball?
No, chromatic.
Or
Chromatic orb is D8.
Oh,
alright.
interesting.
Chromatic orb is juicy.
So its gaze and its shell just it makes you recoil for a moment, but then you just will yourself to fire the chromatic orb at it. and it hits it, and it roars in pain. All right. Do you want to do anything else with your turn?
I'm trying to think what the best strategic position would be. Should probably block line of sight with at least one of these guys. So I'm going to, I guess, go behind this tree, block the line of sight from this guy, and the Gosweo pod.
All right. All right, then we will go to Aiden.
Okay. First things first. Is Mechagross still working on the
Yeah.
anchor?
So if you want him to, it'll take 3 turns for him to get it in.
Okay. Honestly, I think we can afford that. So I'll keep having him working that first, just to get that out of the way.
Okay.
And then I'm going to focus on this Gosleopod.
All right, make a charisma saving throw.
Oh boy.
That is, if Sinbad tipped you off, he didn't really tip you off to what was happening. So if you know what's happening, you're allowed to avert your gaze. But if you're not looking at it, that means you... I guess you just have normal, because it'd have advantage on it.
Right. Yeah, I don't think I've quite figured it out yet, unfortunately, just in character, so...
All right, so do a charisma saving throw then.
Which is unfortunate, because this is, yeah, that's not passing. Ugh.
Yes, all right. So, roll a d8 now.
Oh, no. So...
7. You make 1 melee attack against a random creature, or it does nothing. And yeah, so roll a d4, 1, 2, it's Sabrina. Or no, roll a d6, 1, 2, it's Sabrina. 3, 4, it's Mechagross, and 5, 6, it's Sinbad.
Oh, no.
It's Sabrina.
All right, make an attack roll.
It's with short sword. Oh dear. Oh no, I'm sorry.
16.
15.
16.
All right, it hits. Let me just see sneak attack. I guess you
He
still
can choose.
Yeah, you could choose, so you don't have to do it.
Right. This is just swinging wildly.
Yeah, just all of a sudden the creature is just right behind you, Aiden, and you just like instinctively slash at it.
Oh, no.
Only
Oh,
then
I'm sorry.
realizing it was Sabrina.
It hits the ward, and it almost seems like she doesn't even notice it, and she just kind of looks around and says, Aiden, what's the deal?
It was... Wait.
You rub your eyes and see Sabrina's there.
Don't look at it. Don't look at it.
Got
Don't
it.
look at it.
All right.
And, okay, well, that was my first attack. Properly shooting
Oh,
in
that's
its
your whole
direction.
turn.
Don't look at it. Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, no.
Confusion.
All right, Sabrina, it's your turn.
Mirror image.
All right. Are you doing anything else?
That's all she can do.
All right. This guy. Or wait, no, before you use mirror image, you have to. Or no, I guess you're not looking at it. So yeah, you're good.
No, she's more looking off in this direction at these guys.
You're looking at them.
Yeah.
Do a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my
You
god.
With fear and confusion.
18.
For a second, almost see like your body was turning to ice, but you shake it off.
We've got petrifiers. Don't look at them.
All right. Big boy. 5, 10, 15. He is going to use his multi-attack.
Okay.
He makes 3 attacks. 2 with claws, 1 with mandibles. I'll do 2 claws to the Arachelises and the mandibles to Aiden. So claw number 1. That is, for Sabrina, that is only a 11.
That doesn't hit Sabrina or the illusions.
Okay. Goes for Sinbad. That's only a 10. I'm using a different dice.
No, keep
Yeah,
using that
that
one.
misses.
Mandibles. Nat 20.
Deflect.
Deflect, okay. All right, so that just doesn't hit. Or you just make it disadvantage, right?
It's disadvantage, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you, Mechagross.
And a natural 20 turns into a 13.
That doesn't hit.
All right, this onslaught of from this creature does not hit anyone. Okay. These two guys, they're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 for Sabrina. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's just going to make it to Aiden, but it can't do anything. It is just going to use a bite on you, Sabrina.
Okay.
What's their modifier? Does a 14 hit you?
It does not hit Sabrina, no.
All right. That wasted its turn. Sinbad, top of the round with you. Do you guys want tactics now that you see these things can do?
Yeah, kinda.
All right. I'll let you have a minute to yourself.
Okay, guys, what do?
I'm looking at my options. Give me a moment.
I mean, I think that we just gotta keep slapping this Gosleopod because we have advantage on him, and my concentration's tied up on that.
Yeah, we lose the advantage though because of not looking at him.
All right, let's put it this way: if he hits Sinbad, we'll have disadvantage hitting him.
That is fair. In that case, could also just be good to maybe just get this thing anchored in the ground and run, but it is late.
I mean, isn't that what Mechagross is doing right now?
Yes.
Might be our
We're
best
down
bet.
one turn already, so
Yeah. Use 1 turn.
Dodge! And ironically, might not be a bad idea.
Sinbad.
All right, well, I am going to. Let's see. This. I don't know if this would work. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna do the chromatic orb again.
Are you looking at any of these creatures to do that?
I am going to challenge that Gosleopod. Yes.
All right, charisma saving throw.
oh.
Because I have a +8 to these, and I got a 20.
Yeah, you shake off his confusing gaze and you power through it. And so you can.
All right, another 48, and this time we're doing the lightning.
But you have to attack still. That was the saving throw, right?
Oh yeah, you right.
And it would be a disadvantage since you're close range. So it'd be normal if you're close range.
I'm like, yes. $19.
19 hits.
All right, we're doing the 4d8 again, and I'm empowering that.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oof.
All
Oof.
right, I can reroll this 5 times. That's good for me. One of those ones is now a 5. Oh gosh. One of those ones is now a 6.
+5.
The 2 is now an 8, so that's going to be +4, 9, 16. So 16 plus 7 is a number.
16 plus 7 is 23.
Parser agrees. 23. Lightning.
All right. So, despite this creature being in your grill, kind of like trying to claw at you, barely able to concentrate on the spell, you let it loose, and it just hits it right in its chest, and just leaves this indentation as it sparks with lightning, and it roars again in pain.
And I'm going to, because I cast a spell, I'm going to fly over here.
Woo! Okay. There you go.
Okay.
All right. You doing anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right, Sabrina, it's your turn.
Okay, so the ring of spell turning. It
Or
looks
wait.
like a. Isn't it Aiden's turn?
Oh, yeah, Aiden. Sorry.
Yeah, Aiden. Okay.
Yeah, well, my turn is actually pretty simple anyways. Just Macaros is going to keep doing his thing, and I'm going to sit here and dodge.
You're just gonna dodge. Okay. Not looking at anything?
Not looking at these guys.
Okay, so you close your eyes and just try to dodge. So this is gonna be a little weird because you're not looking at anything and using the dodge, so it's basically gonna be normal
Ah,
when they try to hit you.
oh boy.
All
Allowing
right.
in the sound.
All right. So then we go to Sabrina.
Okay, so the ring of spell turning.
Mhm.
It looks like a little mirror. Does it function as one as well?
Um, let me see an image of the ring of spell turning. It kind of does look like a mirror, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I think
So
it's
you
more.
know where I'm going with this.
I think it's more of a jewel. Looking up close, it's like a gray jewel.
Don't worry, I have a mirror anyway.
All right. Since I can't do that, Bree's gonna put on her snow goggles,
Okay.
and she's going to cast a mind sliver on the Golisopod.
All right. So if you're looking at him, you do need to make the charisma saving throw.
Well, I got it in order to attack him, so.
Yeah.
Well, hold on a minute. These guys that are ice crystals, are they reflective?
Hmm.
They're they're not really all that reflective. They're opaque enough to not really use as a reflective surface.
Wait. My ice tiara that I'm wearing, is it reflective?
um
You want this?
I don't want to make that saving throw, man.
No, you have to have some sort of mirror if you're going this way. There are mirrors in this game.
Yep. And I have one.
Okay. Well,
Do it.
guess in that case she's just not gonna do anything.
Okay.
Oh.
You're not gonna say Gosleopod and lance him?
Okay, it's
That we don't know its name, and it's not my turn anymore anyway.
only when it pertains to attacking it. That's all it really counts as looking towards it, or saying you're looking at it. So you could still like get away if you want to. If I just gonna give you the options you have here.
Yeah, I know. She's still gonna try to stay near Aiden to try to take some of the heat off of him.
Okay. So you're not gonna use any of your actions to do anything.
Well, I mean, dodging doesn't really do anything.
All right. Well, it wouldn't be. They wouldn't attack you at advantage if you dodged.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm dodging then.
All right. Big boy's turn. He's going to just reposition here. 2 claws towards Aiden, the mandibles towards Mechagross.
Okay.
23 for 1 claw. Ooh. Natural 19, so another claw probably hits.
Yeah, those
Uh,
will both hit.
The mandible misses Mechagross. So the 2
Mechagross is going to deflect that 23 if he could.
All right. Then it will turn into a 15. Or wait,
That misses.
14. Yeah, okay. So only 1 claw hits you then.
Okay.
So this will be 12 points of slashing damage.
Ouch. Okay.
Okay. And these guys' turn. They are going to attack both Aiden and Sabrina. First one towards Sabrina. That's not going to hit because that's only a 5. And I don't think a 7. Or no. Not 7. 12 does not hit.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't hit.
All right. Yeah, you were both dodging, so they would not get advantage.
Oh, right.
Yeah. All right, Sinbad, it's your turn.
All right. For what it's worth, I guess I'm going to hold the mirror that I have in case any of them come towards me. And I'm going to these fellers are made of ice, aren't they?
They are not made out of ice.
Okay, they just turn you to ice.
Yes, that's what it seems.
Well, as the wise paladin once said, fish for the crit, I suppose. I'm gonna cast a level 1 chromatic orb at the Gosleopod again. And I am looking, so I will make that charisma save.
Okay.
I'm feeling lucky. I don't trust those 4s.
Yes.
Natural 20, goodbye.
Yes, you. It's almost like you've gotten used to it, the sight of this guy, and yeah, you can go ahead and fire off.
All right, and so then 2d20, natural 20, yes.
Oh, gosh.
That might kill him, but just calculate the damage.
8, 16, 20, 24. So 39.
39. What's 47 plus 39?
76?
No, it's more than
No,
that.
no.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's 86.
86.
It is still alive, but it is on its kind of last legs right now. It's like one of its arms falls off.
Ugh.
Yeah. Like, do I have any cool bonus actions I could hit him with? I don't think I do. No, I don't. and yeah. So I guess that's all the fun things I can do. Just sitting here blasting guys with a mirror in my hand.
Well, the same guy. Yeah. They're
Yeah.
the two ice lizards don't seem focused on you to well, okay, that'll depend. Are you going to look at them to point the mirror at them?
I mean, they're not looking at me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm more or less just having it up in case they turn their gaze towards me, more or less.
All right. So, okay, the two options you have with this is you either get their attention with the mirror and you have to look at them, or they switch aggro to you, in which case then they will see the mirror.
I mean, I'm thinking opportunity attacks are pretty cool. I guess I'll risk it.
Okay, so you'll point it at them, at one of them. Which one?
I will do the one on the right.
All right, so do a Constitution saving throw, and it will have to as well.
That's a shrug. Thanks, game. I'm feeling lucky again. Natural 20 is gone
How
again.
does this keep happening?
Listen, staring contest. Remember back in episode 2?
So yeah, you feel your body begin to tense with ice, but you shake it off, and it looks like it was almost affected too, but it shakes it off. It has your attention right now. You have it, or it looks away from you because it doesn't want to turn to ice. Okay, it passed the saving throw, basically.
Yeah.
Aiden, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna try to swing at this this big guy
Are you looking?
without looking at him.
Without looking. Okay, so it has fairy fire, so this will just be a normal hit.
Okay. Let's hope.
You maybe like staring at the ground and see the colored light, and that gets him. I think this should slay him. Maybe do the damage.
We'll
just in
see.
case.
I mean, it's a minimum of 4. Yep. Oh my gosh.
But you had sneak attack, or no?
That's true.
Or no? Yes, you do because you don't have disadvantage.
All right. Well, let's throw in that extra d6 for a total of 8 damage.
I think that is just that's one above what you needed. As how do you finish it off blindly? As you're looking at colors on the ground to maybe steady your.
This really isn't all that fantastic. Just hearing Sinbad land this thing and like an arm falls off it, as you said. It just tries jabbing at the thing without looking. Finally, probably feels he hits the mark and
Yeah.
Oh, you should have stabbed him with his falling arm.
Roars in pain as it falls to the ground.
Was it lethal damage?
Yeah, did you kill it?
I think in this case, yes.
Yes. Okay. Then you get it like right in the heart then. All right. It is now, or you still have another attack, don't you?
I do. So one's down. Mekaros is still being ordered to hammer that thing, so that's my bonus action to tell him to do that. I still have one attack. I guess I can just try to swing at the one on my left
And you won't be
without looking at him.
All right. You will not get. Oh, you already used your sneak attack. You wouldn't get sneak attack because this will be at disadvantage.
Right. D20. We'll just do that and add mods. That's a okay. This is 20, dirty 20.
That hits it.
Neat. Just blindly swinging this whole time and just somehow connecting for 6 damage.
All right. You, as you're kind of shutting your eyes, shielding your eyes, and just slashing wildly, being sure not to hit your friends again, you feel your blade connect with something. As one of these lizards lets out this icy hiss. All right. Sabrina, it's your turn.
Can I grant cover to Mechagross?
Let's see.
It's probably too big.
It's...
Mechagross is a medium-sized creature.
Yeah. Yeah, you're too small. Same size or
Alright.
smaller.
Then I'll give cover to Aiden.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so you will have +5 to your AC.
Huh.
All right. Then we're going to go to he's gone. These two boys, they are going to flank you, Sabrina. They're going to attack with advantage.
Well, the right one's going to attack with just normal. It's going to get deflected.
Okay. The left one got a 24.
That hits. I'll roll the d20. 9.
What's that mean?
Let me check.
Right, the mirror image.
Yeah.
I needed to roll a 6 or higher, so it hits the duplicate.
All right, so nothing goes through there. And this guy's rolling normal because it got deflected.
Yep.
That'll be still a 23.
Ugh.
Okay. I had to roll an 8 or higher, so that one breaks a mirror image.
All right. Your mirror images come in dividends as these creatures just tear through them. Sinbad.
All right. So let's. I mean, I don't think he's looking at me, but wait, do they have? So it's just looking at them what freezes you, or is it like their eyeballs looking at you that freezes you?
If you look at them, basically, it'll happen. So if you look at them to point the mirror at them, then yeah, it'll happen.
Well, I guess I'll have to risk it. I'm going to dissonant whispers this guy.
All right, make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm like, psychic damage is weird because you're like, do I have to look at him or not? Let's see. Plus that number. Natural 20.
Jeez.
How many have you rolled?
This is what happens when you win all the staring contests against Bree.
All right.
It is a preparation for life.
You are not letting this guy turn you into an ice statue. So, yeah, he makes a wisdom saving throw.
He might look back at me and see his own reflection as he tries to flee.
He just got a nat 1, so that means you crit.
Oh, let's see, 6, 12, 18, plus 13.
You have that magic stone equipment.
Yeah, I
right?
was
Okay.
actually considering removing it for the ice crown, but I didn't
Okay.
because of these shenanigans. So that's 31 altogether.
Ouch. Is it and I'll say it looks at you too. You're holding up the mirror, you said.
Yeah.
All right. What's the DC for it? Oh, I passed again. I'm sorry. But it does run away. It's half its movement or its full movement?
It's all of it.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
All right.
Okay. Anything
Right
else
here
you wish to do?
Yeah, opportunity attacks, fellas.
I was gonna say, do I get that?
You would get that, but you would have to look at it. Or you're not looking at it. Sorry, you're not looking at it. So you don't even know it left your...
Oh,
What about Mecha
Right.
Grass? Does
Well,
he
Mecha
get
Grass
frozen
already-
by looking at things, or is he don't count because he's not real?
he hasn't been even focusing on that stuff. He already spent his reaction on deflecting an attack.
Yeah.
And it's been like 3 turns.
Yeah, I think it's in at the end of this turn.
Mhm.
This round.
All right, well, fair enough then.
All right, then we're going to go to Aiden.
Well, like we've said, Mechagross is gonna finish hammering that thing in, and well, now he's done. I guess he can at least move over to help support Sabrina. So he's gonna go
He
here.
said at the end of the turn.
Oh, at the end. Oh,
Yeah.
excuse me. Yep, never mind. In that case, more blind swinging.
All right, there's only one target for you, though.
Right. Just the disadvantage. 2 15s.
Double 15s, I believe with your
That's-
modifier that still hit them.
Yeah, 21. All right. We get 4, 5,
5.
and I'll make one more swing. Yeah, that's not hitting. That's an
Yeah.
8.
Yeah, that's not hitting.
Ugh.
So you finally your luck runs out as you swing wildly. Just hit nothing but air with that last strike. Sabrina.
All right. Can she see any enemies through the mirror?
Through the mirror.
Yeah, she's looking at Sib, and the Sib's got the mirror pointing towards her direction. So
You see this guy running off, I guess, and but it's another case. If you just look at these guys, you'd have to make the check.
oh, it's not one of those things where I'm not looking at him, I'm looking at the mirror.
Yeah, I mean they're affected by it. You've shown they're affected by it when they look at it, so
Yeah.
you just know one of them ran off.
Okay. Bree's gonna put an iron pot on her head.
Okay, well that protects you.
What?
I'm hoping that the iron's reflective.
Okay, I'll give you this. If you roll a d6 right now and get a 6, oh wow, you got a really pristine silver reflective pot.
If I
Right
roll
now,
a
I'm
six.
just like,
If you
where'd
roll a
the
6.
pot come from?
No,
No.
it's just kind of an iron pot. It just goes over your head.
Protect the brain. It's the most important part.
Yeah.
And it was an attempt.
Dodge, I guess.
Okay. All right. This guy is going to go back 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I guess like the most optimal thing is to flank you once again.
Who's that?
22 with 1.
All right.
Deflect.
Do you have to see it to deflect?
Oh, that's a. See what it says. Oh, yep.
Okay. Well, are you gonna look at it?
For the sake of just making up for earlier, because I haven't been, yeah.
Well, I already rolled the 11.
Oh.
Okay. So it misses. The first one misses you then. The second one's going to attack. That'll be 20.
Okay, that shield.
And that doesn't meet your AC, so you just avoid it.
Oh wait, it has to meet my AC. That's right. So no shield.
What would your AC be if
It'd be 20.
Yeah, it'd still hit you if it.
Okay, so no shield.
All right.
I feel like I should at least be rolling the con save because of the fact that I've been deflecting attacks.
It's okay. Well, let it slide. Just remember it for next time.
Yep.
Is that a 1 or a 7? That's a 1. Oh no, it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be 2. Oh, okay. I've never attacked with these guys. Okay. So that's 9 piercing damage.
Oh dear.
And 6 cold damage.
I resist cold.
Okay. All right. That is their turn. We will go to Sinbad.
Let's see. I mean, we got the thingy in. Are they like attacking it, or do they look like they'll attack it?
Attack what?
The thingy that we were like the spike for the barrier.
They're not real. They seem more focused on you.
I'm like, then let's just get out of here.
Farrell's doing feral things.
But let's see what other fun tricks can I pull on these geezers. I'm like, I can't really do a whole lot just because everything I have is AoE or chromatic orb. I guess we're just gonna have to fire chromatic orb the guy on the right.
So you're gonna look at him.
Yep, we're doing this again.
All right. Constitution saving throw.
I have a 14. Do we want to risk that, fellers?
Are you gonna take it?
That is the question.
It's up to you, man.
I mean, in my opinion, I would say like that's a bit low, but I don't know how it's going to work here. So
I'm thinking it might need to be at least 15.
don't know.
I don't know how you're gonna get it there.
I mean, I have a couple of luck points I could dump on it.
It's up to you. They're your luck points.
I'm like, for a chromatic orb, is this worth it? I guess we'll do it. I'll put 2 luck points into it to make it 16.
All right. You pass.
All right. And now chromatic orb. $19.
A 19 hits him.
All right, and so that'll be 3d8, which will be 16 damage to that guy.
16.
And it's fire. I don't know if he's weak to that.
You just summon this orb of fire again and just shoot it over towards him, and he's struck by it, and he seems to be limping now.
I'm like, All right, screw it. We're doing this. I'm going to spend 3 sorcery points to do Call Lightning as a bonus action.
Okay.
Oh wait, can I do that?
It's a leveled spell. So
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
That's why I'm like, that's just a question now. I guess not. We'll assume I can't do that.
Alright. If you could do
In which
anything while you're
case-
still looking at him, it's probably now to do time to do it. Are you still holding up the mirror?
Yeah. I don't know if this creature's gonna keep looking back to see who keeps shooting him at this point, but
You see his body begin to glaze over with ice. He is now restrained.
we got him.
He is not totally turned into a statue yet. It's beginning to go up. If he fails it again, he turns into a statue next turn. All right.
And should we start moving?
Yeah. Bree has a plan.
Okay.
So just
Okay,
get away
then-
from her.
So we're going to fly over here because walking is overrated.
Okay. Aiden, it's your turn.
Okay. Getting on top of Mechagros doesn't actually count as an action. It's just movement.
Yeah.
So I'm actually gonna try to toss a bag of caltrops where the left guy's standing right now.
All right, in this area.
Can I toss them directly on the spot he's on, or does it have to be next?
Let me see. Caltrops. It might say unoccupied space. As I could spend a single any 5 foot. You know it wouldn't work because he's not entering the space.
Oh. Okay, in that case, I'll drop them where I'm at, and then.
Okay. It only affects those who enter it. So.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. There you go.
Drop those where I'm at. Jump on Mechagros, and I think our goal is just going to be to start running, huh? So in that case, yeah, I guess I'll even risk the oppies just so that way Sabrina doesn't have to risk them.
All right. Yeah, they'll both try and attack you. One got and you're not looking at them, so they get advantage.
Right.
Double 19s for one, so that'll be like that'll be 24. And the other one only got 13, so only one will hit you.
Okay.
So that'll be 11 piercing damage,
All right.
10 cold damage.
I guess it's 16 total. Thank you,
All right.
resist.
You can move.
Let's go 40. So since I jumped on him, he's just going to move here.
Okay.
And we're getting out of here.
All right, Sabrina.
Second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe that's 30 feet.
All right.
And then she's gonna cast Fireball between. Wait. The thing is like completely in the ground, right?
Yes, it's
The
completely
beacon.
in the, yeah.
And it's not flammable.
You don't know.
You can just aim it up here.
Okay, I'll aim it up in the air so it just encompasses them,
Okay.
not
So
the ground.
yeah, you don't have to really look at them to do that. So
Yeah.
that's cocked. Okay, so 11 guy passes.
Okay.
And nat 1 for the restrained guy. I believe that's even less because he's restrained.
He has
30.
disadvantage.
Wow, 37 fire damage.
Yeah. So yeah, you vaporize him before he even gets the chance to turn into an ice statue. And that'll take half of it, so that'll be 18, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 29. All right. This guy is just vaporized. All right. It is his turn. He is going to... What's his intelligence? Yeah, he'd run right through it. He'd run right through it. All right. And yeah, he failed it. So he stops immediately and gets an ouchie. All right, I'll say if you guys are just running away, you'll be able to make it away from these guys.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so that's 2 down.
All right, but it is still nighttime.
It is.
We're still gonna have to set up camp.
We still have one left to worry about.
You still need
No.
2. You need to put 2 in place still.
Right.
Yeah.
That was way more in the case of the ferals.
I mean, I don't think he's coming back.
I would hope not.
Because that would be bad for his health.
All right, so you want me to put up the hut then?
Yeah, we'll have to take watches to make sure that nothing is trying to jump us or Robin doesn't come out of nowhere.
Or that any more of these weird ferals show up.
Can't we just
Actually-
have Mechagross keep an eye out for things?
I mean, we could.
He'll be one of the watches. Okay, brace yourselves.
All right, tiny hutting.
Right, as a ritual. Huh?
Actually, I still have the bag of holding written in my inventory, but that's gone, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah, the bag of holding's gone. The queen took it.
All right,
Uh,
you want me to roll the
Yeah,
D4,
the,
bro?
the ritual die.
Oh, boy.
You're good.
Okay. The unknown make the wall
All right.
bubble. The
You-
bubble of somewhat safety.
You pop up your your dome, and it's a moment of reprieve from this strange forest. Is there anything you would like to discuss before you go off to sleep?
Kind of.
We need mirrors.
Not even just sure about mirrors. This Pokemon. You know, that's a little weird to think we've got Pokemon like that. I mean, we definitely don't want them roaming around the forest if they're gonna turn Pokemon into ice statues.
Well, now we know where Nero gets his supply of bodies from. Actually, thinking about it, we should not have let that thing live.
Well, I mean, I would have liked to have gotten rid of it, but without some way to look at it, there's really nothing we can do.
I did not have issues looking at them. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, you've bumped your head so many times that you're kind of used to trauma, so you're kind of good at shrugging off that sort of thing.
I thought that you liked the staring contests.
Well, yeah, because I'd always win.
You seem like the biggest loser of the staring contest this time.
She just kind of narrows her eyes at him.
He'll narrow his eyes back at her.
Staring contest!
Guys, are we doing this right now?
Yes, we're doing this right now.
All
We're
right.
stuck in the hut anyway.
You both do a Constitution contest.
Just a check or a save?
Let's just make it a save to keep it. Or check, because Sinbad will just clearly beat you if he uses a save, so let's just do a check. Add your con.
11.
That's an 11 and 11.
Both your
They
eyes
blink at the same time.
start to water. Do it again. Unless someone is going to give up. It's
Oh no.
17.
Your eyes turn all red, and you have to look away from them.
This doesn't prove anything.
I don't even understand why.
Do you have any siblings?
No.
Then you wouldn't understand.
He doesn't have a response to that.
At any rate, in theory, that was the most difficult one out of the way first. So the other one should be easier because they're closer to the edge of the forest.
And she did say that Pokemon here have been weird with all the meteor all about.
Well,
Let's just hope that it's just concentrated in the middle and not actually at the outsides.
I mean, all the weirdest stuff was close to the middle. We found that out the first time we visited Graffiti Forest.
I mean, I guess. But this is a lot different.
How's different?
Last time we had a bunch of weird snowy Vulpix. And,
Would Sabrina know these things exist, or is this new information for her?
You know of Vulpix attuned to like ice instead of fire. It's just the way they're describing it like it's some weird thing is kind of odd.
Well, you say that like it's a weird thing.
That's because it is. It's not natural.
like they were just strange. Very,
They were obsessed about trees. And as we all know, both ice and fire types are good against grass. Neither side of the equation cares about trees.
She just kind of gives him a "what are you talking about" look.
to be fair, you didn't exactly see what was happening, and they were demanding we bring them flowers.
No. They were demanding we brought the snow run the flowers.
Either way, it was weird, but not as weird as Pokemon trying to turn you into ice.
I don't know, man. I was pretty convinced that they were going to try to turn me into one of them.
Bree just kind of smirks and says,
You know, you wouldn't look half bad with a white coat.
You can do that?
No, not all of us turn into colors when we try to make weird things happen. You know, ones that may or may not have no saturation.
Hayden just looks back over at Sabrina.
I mean,
Say what you want, I think my fur's beautiful now.
well, we've seen the magic in this place has been weird, so who's to say something like that wouldn't happen? I mean, look at what a lot of the Pokemon here have been trying to do is find ways to acclimate.
I guess. Well, I'm going to sleep now.
All right.
Right.
Are the rest of you going to head off to sleep?
This is the kind of jokes I come up with when Pandora's not around. Be like, your eyes are obviously because your eyes are the most tired.
Shut up,
But-
Sib.
No, he's not saying that. He's not that mean. But I had to say it because Crow was like, "So I have a joke for Pandora. I have to say it before I forget."
All right, so you all three of you take watches, and with the safety of the hut, you see a few of these few Pokemon just wander by occasionally, but some even kind of go up to the hut, but seem curious by it, and just tap it, and they can't seem to break through it, so they just kind of leave. But you do eventually get a good night's sleep, and yeah, you got your rest.
All
Alright.
right. So mechanically, does that count as a long rest, short rest, or nah?
It counts as a long rest, but you need to eat now.
Yep.
Goodbye rations.
I guess would that have been? It's just one a day, right?
Yeah, just to keep it
Yeah.
easy.
Okay.
All right.
All right, and you are currently in that quadrant, so
All right. So we have two options: go fast and go here immediately, or go normal and make it back to the base camp and hit them up tomorrow.
Let's get to base camp and then head over here the next day.
It's probably the best way to go about it. Sort of.
I would say we save this one for last
Like,
because this one is closer to this.
all right, fair enough. I guess
Okay.
it doesn't matter either way.
all right, you can go you're going at a normal pace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll,
Take away
roll
the
some
Actros
d8s.
Castle. Fear.
Do you get a 3?
Okay,
A 4.
you're fine. Okay, learning your lessons and traveling. Oh, and make survivals too.
Oh, great.
We left footprints, Ice. We got this.
Wow. Okay. Nat 20. I mean,
Sick.
it's -1, so it's 9, but or 19. Excuse me.
15.
All right, you're good. You don't get lost. Yeah, you seem to get back on course, and you make your way back up to that bridge, and you go back up to the large fortress or large castle, pseudo castle. It's kind of like a temple, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Professor Waffles sees you, the Shellos, and she says, "Oh, you're done already?"
Oh, if only.
We're 1 down, 2 to go.
It was safer for us to stop and sleep here than to try to rush to get to one of them.
Oh, understandable. Yes, you could put up your accommodation somewhere in the castle. We're still setting up, so there's plenty of room.
All right, thank you. There wouldn't be anyone here that happens to understand the ice language, would there?
Yes, our planar expert down in the basement understands it.
The one looking at the mirror?
Yes, yes,
Oh, well, that'll
he-
take care of 2 things for me.
yes. He's a little odd, so as most of the MDRA members, they're kind of quirky.
That's fine, I grew up with my brother.
I think we also kind of saw what you meant about some of the ferals around here being a bit different.
Oh, really? What did you see?
That problem, we saw things. And
Well-
looking at them, well, Sib, you were the one that experienced it the most, you tell her.
Well, to the untrained eye, when you look at them, it can affect your mind or your body in different ways, and it even affects themselves too, ironically enough. So some of them were freezing what they saw into ice.
Freezing what saw
Which-
them.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If you looked at it, you would freeze. If they looked at themselves, they would freeze.
Oh, that's fascinating. Very fascinating. Imagine if we could harness that power.
Well, I would hope that you really like your current appearance, because you'd never be able to look at a mirror again.
Well, I'm sure it could be applied for something else.
Possibly it'd take some thought, but I can only see relatively harmful effects coming from that.
Yeah, well, it's just how you apply them, or what you apply them to. It doesn't have to be all doom and gloom.
Right. Well, what about the other one, the Galisapod? Tell her about that one.
Well, that one was just sensory overload.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Yeah.
You look at it and you see colors, more colors, and then eventually you just kind of can't see anything, and you shoot
Probably saw it
Sabrina
next.
with a sword.
Oh, did you by chance harvest anything from it?
I don't know. Did you get his arm?
We kind of just ran.
Oh, that's a shame.
I kind of blew up one of the guys.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay too. It'd be handy to know how they do that, and perhaps prevent it from happening to anyone.
Yeah.
The Galisa pod should at the very least still be there.
Well, if you know where it is, we're not going to send any of our students out into there.
Well, the good news is it died on what will be the inside of the barrier.
Okay, then I guess we can go collect it afterwards.
Yeah, provided it's still there in 4 days.
Oh, yes, that's a good point. It might be consumed by another one of those creatures.
I'll keep it in mind, though. If we happen to down another one, I'll be sure to get a tissue sample for you.
Yes, that would be most helpful.
Alright. I don't have anything else for you, so I'm going to go see your planar expert. What was his name?
Professor Takis.
Professor Takis. Alright. Just that way?
And she just kind of points off at a random door.
There's actually no random door. It's just kind of a throne that leads to stairs behind it.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm gonna go talk to him now. I'll meet back up with you boys later.
Actually, we might. I mean, wouldn't we all want to go? Because there's the mirror, and I want to learn about that.
Oh, yeah, I guess you would. Alright, let's go see him.
All right. So you know where this place is, Aiden and Sinbad. It's a somewhat hit. It was where the treasure vault was, and it was below the throne. And you go around it, and you go down the stairs, and you see a bunch of like documents like spiraled all over the treasure room, and strings tied to them.
It's a conspiracy board.
And there appears to be a small flightless bird Pokemon in Arkin with unkempt feathers and clocks all over him. Kind of setting up these documents on the strings, and you see the mirror with the crack in it, and it has like question marks pasted all over it.
Professor Takis?
Who might you be? Don't interrupt me. I'm a genius at work.
Yes, sorry. But Professor Waffles said that you know how to read the ice language?
Of course I can read the ice language. What do you take me for? Of course I can. I've been through plenty of eras in the temporal state of time.
Right. I haven't, so that's why I don't know it. Anyway,
She takes out that parchment and says,
this has some ice type language written on it. Would you mind reading this for me?
I'm a little busy right now, but perhaps I can read it for you.
Thank you.
And she's gonna give it to him.
Okay, let's see. Your Majesty, Virgil, Linus. Oh, interesting. He just kind of throws it back.
Well, what did it say?
Something about Majesty and an invasion. Poppycock, I say.
She just kind of frowns a little bit and says,
That sounds like it could have been written when we cleared this place out.
Either that or it's talking about the invasion of the Ice Kingdom.
It was not written when you were here. Look at it. It's this page is at least 669 years old. Exactly.
At least exactly. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to guess that this was written during the time of the kingdom and is talking about the invasion of...
Okay. I'm a little busy right now, but I can read it out loud for you, so I can continue my work.
Thank you.
Your Majesty, please excuse the haste of this missive, and the messenger who bears it. Our present circumstances are both dire and desperate. I have charged this Pokémon with ensuring your safety during this uprising. He is a valiant, loyal warrior, and he will escort you and your handmaidens out of Hevergel. It is imperative you flee the castle immediately and head for the cave entrance in the forest. They won't find you there. Do not... This is in all caps in the ice language. You see, it's very... There's a slight deviation there. You can see it's all caps in the do not. Return to the royal apartments, nor take the main kingdom gate. I beg you, your majesty, do not wait for anyone else, nor burden yourself with trinkets and treasure, nor tarry in the forest. Escape the city with all speed. I promise, my queen, I shall not leave myself without your children. We shall all meet again in health and mirth and soon. Yours in faithfully service, Linus Irvin, Royal Steward. There you go.
That's interesting, because the old denizens here called themselves handmaidens.
Well, I have no idea what was here before. I'm just trying to figure out how to open this portal so we may go to different places and times so we may learn everything.
Have you learned anything about it?
I learned there's a crack in it.
Oh.
But it's a crack that needs to be fixed. And that's what I'm trying to figure out here.
Do you know what's on the other side of it?
There's another plane on there, of course. I'm the planar expert. Why do you think I'm here?
Well, yes, the last time we went through one like that, we went
I'll
through
have you know, I've been in different time periods and seen different places. I've been to a world where the berries are sentient. And they eat Pokemon.
Are the Pokemon sentient too?
I think so.
That's
I think they
probably
were.
terrifying.
Cannibalistic cherubies, got it.
Wait, what?
That's just what it sounds like to me. I don't know what he's talking about.
But if you do want to help me fix this, I could use some of that aether. Do you have any aether on you?
Well, I've got a little bit. It's not much.
and she's gonna take out a meteor shard and offer it to him.
Oh, I need something way bigger than that.
Well, unfortunately, I've only got 3 of these.
Well, tell you
But-
what, if you find a bigger one, then I could perhaps open this. Don't tell anyone else, because they'll just take it and run off and try to teleport 2 halves of a person or something, when that's ridiculous! It should be used on planar travel and time travel!
Well, hopefully the discovery I gave Estelle will make finding such larger pieces easier, so I'll keep that in mind.
Indeed. Is there anything else you want? I'm busy at work. I think you stepped on one of the anomalies right there.
Oh, sorry. No, I was just interested in that mirror. We kind of went through one like it before.
You did? Tell me everything.
Well, it was a thunder plane. Or an storm plane.
It's like as soon as he said that, all his clocks stopped all at once, and then he's like jotting it down.
And inside it was pretty much a labyrinth floating in basically just a void. Well, it wasn't a void. It was more like there were just storm clouds everywhere around us. There was lightning. It was kind of pretty in an ominous sort of way.
Don't forget the one tree.
Oh, right. There was a tree, and when we approached it, we were met by a legendary Pokemon that called itself Fulgur. It was a Zapdos.
Oh, that's the deity of lightning. You met Fulgur. That's Kraya's brother, you know.
Oh, really?
Really?
Interesting.
They have another brother named Agni.
Odney?
Agni. Agni.
Hey, okay. One second.
She's got her own notes out and she's taking them.
Oh no, this has turned into a collaboration effort.
Interesting.
Well, that would explain why there was a mirror in that plane that led to the fire plane then.
Oh, right. I kind of burned my nose a bit doing that.
And was there any intelligent life on the other side?
Well,
We weren't acclimated to the climate.
we weren't. There were some Pokemon that attacked us.
Would she know what a Rotom is?
Yeah.
There was some Rotom that attacked us, and then there was a Simulacrum in there as well.
Oh, well. Well, in the different planes, you see, there are Pokemon there, but they are not Pokemon. They are merely elementals.
Oh yes, there were plenty of elementals too. We fought a whole slew of them. It was crazy.
So I've deduced this mirror leads to that same place, but it appears someone has broken it from the other side, preventing anyone to get through.
Oh well, maybe if we can get back through, we can get your old headband back, Sib.
That's another thing, too. I found out this was done recently. This mirror was not always like this. I'd say it was at least about done a few weeks ago.
Wait, if it's been cracked on the other side, can we even repair it from this side?
That's why we need the Aether, young boy.
All right, we'll definitely need to keep our eyes out for some then.
If you can get it, and don't tell anyone else. All the mages in here are hungry for it. They'll try to offer you all sorts of magic items, but this is for science, for temporal history, for everything, for power. So you must give it to
Believe
me.
me, I want to get in there just as much as you do.
Okay. So I'm at the top of your priority list, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. That is Tickus Tockus. He also has one of the rings of spell storing too, because shows he can cast a 5th level spell.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right then. All you need to do is come back here and maybe hide it before you come back down here, and then we shall make a discovery of a lifetime. Or more
Sounds
like
good
an
to me.
unearthing, because you've already discovered it.
Right.
Okay.
Perfect.
Well, then, if you have nothing else, I bid you adieu. I must meditate.
All right. Thank you, Professor.
Yes. Okay.
We appreciate your time.
And then we'll head back upstairs.
Always appreciate time. It's the most valuable resource you have in life, young lady.
Are all of them like this?
Well, it'd be interesting if they are.
Yeah, it would definitely be interesting. That's for sure. You would never be bored.
Except that you were considering something about an offer for university, was it?
Yeah.
And wouldn't that mean you have to, you know, deal with Pokemon like that all the time?
Like I said, I dealt with Sib growing up. It'd just be a day in the life for me.
Huh.
Well, that and the extra special ones with immunity.
She just kind of looks at him,
Yeah. Oh,
raises her eyebrow a little bit.
you're referring to the.
Anyway, besides the point, it would seem that I think someone's on to us. It's the one with more than 6 tails.
Oh. Either that or when the first mirror got destroyed, all of the rest cracked too.
I mean,
Or whatever the hell Flames did ruined it.
well, do we know of any other mirrors aside from the first one and this one?
No. Though there's
Technically, we know of 3 if we count the one inside the plane.
Huh.
in any case, we should probably rest and get ready to head out again in the morning.
All right. You just gonna settle down here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About how much time do we have total? Like, would I have enough to try to get another spell into my book?
You have well, you got here at nightfall, so
Okay.
yeah. Well, nightfall and a pull.
Start texting Loki now. Forever hold the peace.
So you've got like 8 hours to sleep, pretty much,
Okay.
unless you just
It's
want to
comfy
spend,
here.
unless you wanted to stay here for a day or something.
Nah.
All right.
Let's go.
Okay. You rest a night. You have to consume another ration as you wake up,
Okay.
and then where are you headed next?
Point it out, Fire Alley.
This one. The one on the right.
The northeastern or southeastern one. All right.
Yeah.
At what speed are you traveling?
We're going normal.
All right. Do a survival check.
We
Oh,
will
I should have asked for
survive.
a compass. Oh well.
Whoops.
Let's see.
That's the wrong
Survival.
channel.
Oh,
18.
oh, look at me. I almost did a U.
Oh boy. Yeah. Now that'll do it. You don't even need to roll, even if it's terrible. Okay, you're on course. Now we're gonna roll a d8 to see if we get any random encounters.
Fear. I'll just roll
8.
All right. Moment of truth. 7, 6, 7, 8.
Nice.
You get an 8, huh?
Yeah.
All right. You come across Let me just roll this table here.
Imagine if we found a piece of meteorite that was suitable.
That's what I was thinking.
It's gonna There seems to be, you notice, everyone do a perception check, actually.
I'm gonna inspire that.
Nice. Nice.
Very cool.
All right, let's see what you get on your
20.
reroll, Quill.
All right, Aiden.
You know what? I'm gonna. No, I better not waste my luck. I'm gonna have to stare at people some more.
You
Aiden or
see-
Sabrina?
Oh, who got didn't Aiden? Oh, you got okay. You see a sword sticking in a pedestal off in the distance.
Hey guys, look at that.
And she's gonna turn aside to have a look at it.
Is that it?
It seems to be a. It looks kind of like the weaponry the Hallowed Flames carried. It's a short sword sticking in the stone.
Oh wow.
Are there any inscriptions on the stone or around it?
It says, you speak fire, right? Fire type. Yeah, you both, because you just inherently do that. Okay. It says, here rests the sword of absolute truth.
So we leave it, right? And we don't tell Loki about it. Because it won't hurt him. Because he didn't tell us about the Ring of Winter. And that didn't hurt us.
What are you talking about?
I'd like to bring it back to him.
It would give us an... Actually, yes, let's do that. Because if the Hallowed Flames know what happened, and we give them this, we might be able to at least get Rathonatrix out.
Right.
She's gonna go up to it, and she's gonna try to lift it out.
All right, do a strength check. Athletics.
13.
It's in there. Too tight.
You said it was an athletics check?
Yeah.
I got this.
It kind of just reminds me of like stories that Mom used to tell about Pokemon that had apparently found calling of heroes just with stones and swords like this. So
It doesn't come out.
So
Yeah, you've definitely got this, Sib.
definitely then I guess neither of you are the ones destined for this sword, right?
I'm gonna do the lucky thing on this. This is a very important. 17.
You get your second Winston bad. It comes out.
Wow.
Oh, whoa! Okay. I am genuinely surprised. Enjoy this because you're not going to hear it often. But good job, Sib.
Right. We probably want to go put this in your bag now.
Right.
When you hold it, Sinbad, you hear, "Who are you?"
We're just gonna put it in the bag and not even answer that.
I sense deception in you. You just shove it in the bag.
By the way, that thing talks.
Only you heard that, Sinbad.
This thing talks. I'm just saying, I don't think Loki's gonna like it.
And
Oh.
just to give you the kind of stats, because you hold it, it's a +3 longsword, and it counts as a finesse weapon. But that's all you really know. You'd have to do like identify or short rest with it to figure out more.
Wait, you said it talks?
Yes.
Well, what did it say?
I sense deception.
Oh,
So, you know, probably will question everything you ever do. It was also surprisingly light, though.
Well, I'll have a look at it later. Let's continue on, though.
The rock it was in wasn't a meteorite, was it? It was just a rock?
It was just a rock.
Okay.
You see around the kind of like the rock it was put in, you see very like symbols that were very reminiscent of the hallowed flames, very much of that temple, but it seemed more leaning towards Reshiram, if anything.
Okay.
Alright, let's keep going.
All right, you're kind of in the quadrant where you need to be.
All right. Let's do this.
But you got a good encounter, so you can just plug it in pretty much.
Oh, cool. We could just stick it in where the
Nice.
sword was.
Yeah, you could do that.
Oh my gosh.
Just kind of
Well-
drop it in the slot.
It won't come out if we do this.
All right.
Are we going to do that?
I don't know. Sabrina's the one who likes the hallowed flames the most.
Are we desecrating the?
Yeah, let's not desecrate anything. Let's just put it nearby. Let's not risk desecrating anything.
Okay.
Are we gonna put it so that the rock is on the outside or the inside of the barrier?
Inside, clearly.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna put the rock on the outside
Oh.
Oh, you're
so
no
that the hallowed
fun.
flames can get to it.
You're no fun. That would require them wanting to go to Graffiti Forest.
Well,
I
you know
guess
they're
we're
gonna
just-
ask where we found it, and if we give them directions to it, but it's inside the wall, they're gonna be like, "What the heck is this?"
If they see a giant barrier, they are going to know something's up.
Regardless, it's a lose-lose situation. So we don't tell them.
Yeah, if he asks, where did you get it, we'll ask, how long did you know about the Ring of Winter and not tell us? And
Oh,
everything will be all good.
Okay, so regardless, I think we're gonna keep the.
Rock on the outside.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. You put it into place, and will you travel through night, or will you rest here?
If we sleep when we get back to the fortress, will we still have to take fatigue, or can we?
I mean, you could stay there for 2 days and rest it off, but time is going
Yeah.
by as you do this.
Okay, we may as well just rest here.
Yeah.
And then just make a direct run for the third one, or what?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. If you're putting up the hut, then
G4. 4.
all right, it goes up without a problem. And you sleep for the
And-
night.
No, I'm gonna be risky. I'm gonna try to identify the sword.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, so you have to touch it.
Yes.
As you touch it, it's like, "You dare put me in a bag! I must smite everything evil! This forest dwells, its evil curs must pay!" But you identify it.
Okay.
Alright.
That's a ritual.
Oh, okay, roll another d4.
3.
All right. Getting
I,
lucky.
I want her to unshiny. It would be so funny.
All right.
Uh,
So you just know its magical properties. It doesn't give history about it.
Hmm.
Okay. It'll be +3 bonus to attack and damage because it's a magic weapon. You could speak a bonus action to speak the sword's name, which is the Holy Avenger, causing radiant flames to erupt from the blade. These flames shed bright light in a 40-foot radius and dim light for an additional 40 feet. When the sword is ablaze, it deals an extra 4d6 radiant damage to any target it hits. The flames last until you use a bonus action to douse the flames, or until you drop or sheath the sword. The Holy Avenger is sentient, is lawful good, with 11 intelligence and 19 wisdom and 23 charisma. It has hearing and dark vision out to a range of 120 feet. The weapon can speak, read, understand common, fire, ice, and lightning, and draconic, and can communicate with its wielder telepathically. It always knows its wielder's thoughts. Its voice is commanding, righteous, and booming, as you've seen. When drawn, it casts Zone of Truth with a spell save of DC 20 and maintains concentration on it, so you don't have to. The Zone of Truth moves with the blade and remains centered on it, and that's it.
That's
So,
a lot. You've got this
how-
written down, right?
I do not have this written down, because I did not expect you to find the sword.
The important thing is it knows the important languages for this region. And has dark vision and fire and cool stuff like that. And Aiden should take it because it's finesse and a longsword. So he could do D10 damage with his dex, +3, and fire. And he'd only have to kill a few things.
oh my gosh.
I'll have to go back and look at that once the.
Who dares awaken the Holy Avenger?
Oh, sorry. The stone said you were the sword of absolute truth, and
Yes, indeed I am. We shall blight evil out. Make it so it doesn't remain.
honestly, I don't have a problem with that. But I know someone who, do you know of the Hallowed Flames?
Yes, I was created by the hero, Ignatius.
Hang on, writing down lore.
He is my wielder. Where is Ignatius?
How long have you been in that rock?
Years. Centuries.
What species was Ignatius?
He was the great white dragon.
Oh, really?
You
Well,
must
that-
take me to him. If you are not worthy to wield me, you must put me back in his sheath, in his hand, so we may cure this land of all that blights it.
Well, I'm not worthy, but I'm taking you to someone who is.
The sword rests. Are you telling the truth?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
All
so
right.
much she believes is, so I mean that counts as far
She
as Zone of Truth.
believes it
Yeah, it's her
until
truth.
Aiden touches it.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, you have the Holy Avenger.
Okay.
Are you stuffing it in the bag of holding, or what are you doing with it?
Well, it didn't like being in the bag of holding, so she's gonna put it in her regular bag.
Okay.
She's gonna see this and be like, they're gonna see a giant sword sticking out of your bag, Bree. One that is eloquent.
Mr. Sword, do you mind if I put you in my bag of holding so that no one tries to take you from me?
I wish you to put me in the hands of someone with the will to strike down evil.
Well, putting you in the bag of holding is conducive to that.
I don't want to go in there. I want to smite. I am not a trinket.
I apologize greatly, Mr. Sword.
And she puts him in
That's
the
the
bag.
holy adventure.
Profusely, even.
And then she closes the
Has she
bag.
said this out loud, or has this just been all
Yeah,
telepathic?
she's been talking out loud.
Like,
As you can see, Aiden, being the chosen one by a sword is hard business. You should try it sometime.
Personally, I'm not sure if I want Loki to have to deal with that.
I never got the chance
mean-
to even try to pull the sword out. It was just Sinbad who did it, and then now Sabrina.
I
has
mean,
it.
Loki doesn't have to do it. Maybe we could give it to Uriel. They're perfect for each other. They like to yell at things and purge evil.
I guess that's true. Guess it depends on if Uriel's upset at us or not.
Okay, that might come back to get us if he turns it against me.
Exactly.
But
I hope you would do that.
we can teleport.
Anyway, let's rest. We've got quite the walk to go through tomorrow. I think we should just try to make it as fast as we can to the last one so that we can get that barrier up and hopefully head back in peace.
All right. You put up the hut, so yeah, you get a good night's sleep.
Yep.
Your 8 hours passes as you have to consume.
More
Hey.
food.
Yeah.
I don't need to be eating this food. I could just be eating the trees.
Oh yeah, you could definitely.
Can I retcon that and eat the trees?
Sure.
Hooray! My frozen apples are preserved for another day.
Nice. Goodbye, another ration. Dun dun dun.
So everyone else is eating their apples, and Bree's just
Yep.
snapping twigs off of trees and eating those.
Yeah.
You know, I tried to bring you back one of those and it turned into dust.
Oh. Well, I mean, sawdust is just as good as regular wood.
It also blew away.
It sounds like a skill issue.
I mean, I think if you try to take it out of the forest, that's what happens. After all, isn't it a little weird that the forest has grown exactly out as far as it has, no more, no less?
I don't know, maybe it would spread in time.
Or maybe it's if there's a meteor here, somehow the forest is growing off the meteors.
That's true. There might be a big chunk of the meteor around here.
I mean, it certainly sounded like it.
Well, let's keep our eyes open as we move then.
All right. So where are you headed?
I think we're gonna try to go fast to this one right here.
You mean this one right here?
You're on the.
This one right here.
So.
All right. So do a survival check.
Oh boy.
Survival.
Oh, 17.
Don't do a D29, please. That is a little too high.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Good.
Nice.
Okay. Aiden and Sinbad saved this one. Now roll a
Breeze
d6.
just got that sword in the back of her head. Maybe she accidentally slipped her hand in the bag and touched him.
It's just like, oh no, it's in my head again.
2!
Two.
Two.
Triple
right.
2!
All right. Despite being more hasty this time, you don't take any of the scenery in, and you just bolt to the next location. And you think you're on course, and you get there. You get there right at nightfall, since you're booking it.
Alright.
All right, everyone stand closer in that direction.
She points in the to the northeast.
Yeah, just these. Okay.
And she's gonna put it into the ground.
All right. So you take a few seconds just kind of twisting it into the ground, and it's set into place. And as soon as like you just hit the hard clay or whatever's down there, it just kind of shoots up. It lights up a bit, and on the outer part of it, so it cannot be reached anymore. Like this translucent barrier just kind of goes to what you assumed those other positions you struck.
She just kind of claps her paws together.
Well, mission accomplished.
You know, what color is the barrier?
It's clear. It's
Interesting.
very glassy.
Huh.
Look, Bree, you can see yourself in it.
It's
Can she? You said it's transparent.
It's translucent.
Translucent. Okay. She just kind of looks at herself, tilts her head a little bit to each side, fluffs her ears.
Don't worry, the last glass guy will suddenly freeze outside the barrier or inside of it. One of the two.
Oh. Huh.
all right.
Dang, I was really hoping it would be blue.
Well,
Why blue?
Or was that in character?
That was out of character, yeah.
Oh.
all right. Do you guys want to try to get back to the fort, or do you want to rest again?
We still have to worry about any other ferals that might have still been inside the walls. I guess we could try to get our way back, but
He looks up at the canopy and the fact that there's
I
next to no
mean-
light coming through at this point.
We wouldn't be able to make it all the way back either way. But if we made our way over now, we could go slower tomorrow and look for shards on our way back.
That's a good point. Let's do that.
right, what was his name? Takus?
Professor Takus.
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna use our last square movement for the day to get like into the quadrant next to the tower, and then we're gonna move slow the next day.
All right.
Oh, right.
Sure thing. Yeah, you'll just have to sleep there for the night. So if you're popping up the
Okay.
hut, just a ritual.
Pop in the hut.
Papa the Hut.
Oh,
Oh,
no!
there it is.
Yes! Unshiny! Unshiny!
You don't know that. Let's see what it is.
Okay. I have
All
to
right,
put-
what are my
I
rolls?
swear, if you
Oh,
turn
no.
me into an Alolan Vulpix.
Yeah, who's it going to affect? Look at the funny part.
All right. So first you roll a d20, a d100,
85,
and then a d20.
Oh boy.
13.
All right. 85. All right, roll a d4. 1, 2 is, or no, okay, roll a d6. 1, 2 is you, 3, 4 is Sinbad, and 5, 6.
I swear. I swear.
Oh man.
If you turn me into an Alolan Vulpix!
I said it's Sinbad then, right?
Yeah.
Yep, 3-4.
Sinbad, for the next day, you have +1 to attack rolls and damage rolls, and your AC goes up by 1 for
Oh my
24
gosh.
hours. So pretty much tomorrow.
Huh.
Interesting.
It's probably going to expire before you use it. Well, you're going to have one more move, so it's going to be one more random
And we are
encounter.
going to be
Yeah, so that one will be like what, a D12?
Yeah. All right. So consumer ration, and I assume you're just gonna get up and travel to. I keep forgetting to do weather checks.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Let me just make sure it didn't matter. 3d20.
I'm like,
oh,
that does matter.
that definitely matters.
I'm like, the hut gives us, what was it, +5 while we're sleeping under it, right?
No, this is the next day.
Oh, okay, so this is after that.
I guess this is the DC 25 one.
I'm like, oh man.
I think Bree just passes that.
Let's see. 5,
Let's see.
10, 15, 20. Yeah, I just passed that because of
Yeah,
everything on me.
I think you're all good with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, but we'll have to make one last survival check and one last encounter check.
All right, here's my survival. 17.
Good.
Parser. Okay. 9.
Okay.
14.
All right, you're good because Sabrina and Sinbad passed, and you're going at a slow pace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So D12, or is it D10?
DM's call.
Yeah. Let's see. Fast is
Is it-
6. It should be 10. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh.
All right. Going slowly and carefully.
Hmm.
You make your way back to the MDRA's stronghold.
all right, and we were
We
look-
wanted to look for shards on the way.
Okay.
Is that
I don't
something
know if we
can
could
do?
do that.
Actually, the shards are like the meteors what screwed up rituals, right?
You have an idea, don't you?
I do. So, if you cast a ritual, would the shards be attracted to that? Because they are the ones that are screwing with it.
You don't know.
Hmm.
I'm gonna try it.
What are you ritual casting?
Water walk, because it's the only one I have.
Okay.
Bree's gonna take out one of the shards to see if it reacts when he does that, and she's gonna stay. She's gonna take one and set it down near him, and then she's gonna take one and move like 30 feet away from him.
Okay. So roll a d4, Sinbad.
4.
Okay, you cast your spell, and the shard does not seem to react in any way.
Well, it was worth a try.
Yeah,
I mean,
Maybe-
nothing happened.
maybe if you keep casting it until something goes wrong, like it did last night, maybe then they'd react. Maybe it's like a chance sort of thing. Maybe we
I-
could just suggest that to the MDRA. They probably have better measures to contain the adverse effects of a magic surge.
It's a shame we don't have the compass.
Yeah, hopefully Estelle will have some sort of breakthrough on that for when we get back. And she's gonna pick up
Alright.
the meteor shard.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way then.
Okay.
Assuming we even can.
Yeah.
Well, you end up back at the stronghold then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna meet up with Professor Waffles.
And yeah, she's ecstatic as you come in. She's like, I see you did it. You did it. You finally did it.
Yeah, it took us a little while, but we did get it done.
I hope it wasn't too much trouble.
No, it was fairly smooth sailing after the first bit.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
I figured if we did the one deepest in the forest first, the rest would be easier.
Well, I suppose we should reward you for this. We'll allow you to take a rare potion or a level 4 or 5 spell scroll of your choice.
She looks at the boys and she's kind of bouncing on her toes. Can I have one? Can I have one? Can I have one?
Is this like one each or one for the group?
One for the group. We can hand out
Alright.
the level 1s and 2s willy-nilly, but the level 4 or the 4th and 5th circle ones are a little more expensive to produce.
Yeah,
Would it be
Okay,
easier if we
Bree.
just directly try to transfer it into my spellbook?
And she holds up her spell book.
Well, it might fail, so I rather just give it to you and you do whatever you want with it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't really have any need for any potions.
You don't have to decide right now. I can. You're heading back to Calder, right? I can give it to Estelle, and she can give it to you if you don't know right away.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I can also prepare to send you back. Well, it's night right now. So after you guys rest, I can send you back in the morning.
Okay.
All right, good stuff.
All right. So you guys rest in this outpost of theirs, and in the morning they see to it that they warp you back to Calder, and we will end right there.
Nice.
Excellent.
Very cool.
So, if expecting some more encounters in the forest, as these are where the big baddies are. If you didn't notice.
Yeah, they're.
Yeah.
I mean,
These are the ones that are like, blow all your stuff in one day because there won't be a tomorrow if you don't.
Yep. You got through it. You got a Holy Avenger sword that tells the truth. Interested to see where that
can't wait to
goes.
see.
Is it going to be handed over to the Hallowed Flames, or are you actually going to use it?
No, we definitely need an olive branch with the hallowed flames unless Aiden wants it.
I mean, potentially, we'll see.
Yeah, I guess we'll see the fate of Holy Avenger when we pick up again next Wednesday. And if you're in the chat still, geek, sorry.
Oh,
You're back.
no, he's back.
He back.
You're back next time. Don't worry. I tried to make sure they blitz through it and make sure you're here
Oh.
next time.
Oh no, I'm fine. I'm just like, aren't y'all forgetting something?
Yes, I remembered.
Okay.
But the problem is we can't leave anyway. We're like trapped inside of it.
What?
For Thanatrix, we have to go out and get him.
Oh,
Yeah, we're gonna have to go ask about looplets.
But
oh yeah.
I was waiting until you noticed that. We'll see you
Yes.
next time. Bye, everybody.